Everyone loves unlocking achievements and trophies. Those little icons popping up with their iconic sounds is where I derive, I estimate, 80% of my self-worth. But sometimes the conditions required to actually unlock an achievement are so icky that it's made us think twice about going for the gamerscore. I mean, not enough to actually stop us from getting the achievement, but even so. Why not remember with us now the achievement's so gross they nearly put us off our gamerscore and our lunch?
The main theme of Watch Dogs 2 is how much personal data the shady CTOS system has on the people of San Francisco, and how the noble hackers at DedSec are fighting to restore their privacy. Well, CTOS might be an Orwellian nightmare that is constantly invading people's privacy, but at least they don't go around photographing people when they're vomiting, DedSec. Because yes, that's what you need to do to unlock the achievement in Watch Dogs 2 called Hold My Hair. Find someone who's eaten a dodgy burger, wait until that burger shimmies its way back up that person's gullet, and then snap a picture on your phone camera. You know that thing where the look and sound of someone throwing up makes you want to throw up? Yeah, that. It seems to me Marcus looks entirely too happy about the sound, smell, and splashback of someone else's lunch hitting the sidewalk 3 feet from where he's standing. Actually, in that outfit, I don't think anyone would be able to tell.
Ah, you have procured a weapon. Yes. It's now time to teach you how to fight. I want you to take your new weapon and, with the bravery of a noble knight, beat up Clyde. What? Kick Clyde's ass, new kid.
If you're going for the full 1000G or Platinum Trophy in South Park The Stick of Truth, then man, you are going to see some stuff. There's the achievement for watching your parents have sex for 60 seconds, the one for summoning Mr. Slave while inside Mr. Slave, and, of course, the one for farting on an aborted Nazi zombie fetus. Who can forget that one? It's hard to beat the straightforward, everyday, plausible grossness of the achievement called Made This For You, in which you have to, according to the description, fling a turd that you created at an enemy in combat. As simple as it might sound, accomplishing this is a whole long and involved and super gross process. First, you'll need to actually create the turd because looting one from the sewers doesn't count. And no, I can't believe I just said that sentence either. Oh, and don't worry, there's a mini-game for that.
If it splashes, it means you get a free wish.
Then you'll need to find someone to battle. Select the turd you've been carrying around with you in your pocket, I guess, and throw it at your enemy. As a gross out bonus, they'll probably start vomiting as well. Still, 15G, right? I'm just gonna go and wash my hands with sandpaper and some lye. Do we have any lye?
Now, if I were to throw up all over the floor, I wouldn't consider it an achievement, but then I'm not Dead Rising 2 off the record. Because that's exactly what you have to do to get the achievement Puking Rally. Puke all over the floor and then have a zombie slip in your vomit puddle, like so. It's fine, they're dead, they don't mind. I mind though, Dead Rising 2 off the record. I mind a lot. Okay, that's enough puking now, Frank. We got the achievement. Frank? Necking 3 bottles of vodka wasn't the best idea, on reflection. But we did learn that slippery pools of throw-up can be tactically placed to make useful zombie obstacles, so, on balance, an okay day. Pretty good day.
I don't think he likes you very much.
There is plenty of icky stuff going on in Surgeon Simulator, but that's just the reality of being a medical professional who takes things out of and puts things into human patients for a living. That's why I got into this business in the first place. That and the free nitrous. Of all the STEAM achievements in this loosey-goosey surgery sim though, there's just something especially icky about the achievement called Pinky Swear. This is the achievement whose description tells you to make a promise with the rib cage, by which it means 1. Stick your little finger out like you're at a fancy tea party, and 2. jam that little finger in the patient's ribcage like you're definitely not at a fancy tea party. And 3, get properly involved with said patient's exposed ribcage. This is the surgeon simulator achievement that most turns my stomach, puts my teeth on edge, and what's some other sensation I associate with being grossed out and deeply uncomfortable? Oh, I know, having a little finger jammed into my exposed ribcage. Ah!
Gunpoint is a stealth-based puzzle platformer in which you play a freelance spy called Richard Conway, who has to infiltrate buildings using gadgets, sneakiness, and occasionally your fists to punch someone 100 times in the face. Okay, you don't ever actually need to punch anyone in the face 100 times to complete the game, but that's what you'll need to do if you want the achievement called "Alright, have one, just stop." Usually a single punch will knock out a guard. Give him 99 more, however, and his face turns into a pixely ruin. We can only give thanks that the visual representation of this mushy horror show of blood and jawbone fragments is limited in its fidelity by the pixelated art style, and it's more the concept and execution of 100 punches that is, wow, gross. In the face of your unhinged ultraviolence, the game pleads with you to stop before finally awarding you an achievement that I hope you're proud of, you monster. Jeez, hope this office has a good cleaner. That's going to be a nightmare to get out of the carpets.
I used all the lye! It's as difficult to identify the absolute pinnacle of gross-out humour in much belated sequel Duke Nukem Forever as it is to forget the time you had to fish some poo out of a toilet or how Duke Nukem sex sounds. Sound.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, ooh, oh yeah.
Sorry, but if we have to remember it, you have to remember it. However, among all the bizarre and scatological goings-on in Duke Nukem Forever, this next one was the one that most made me want to put down the controller and jump in the emergency decontamination shower with a bottle of Mike's Special Amnesia juice. That's what I call brandy and strongbow. For the achievement called I Need a Towel, you need to get hit by 10 pregnator bombs. For those of you who stopped playing Duke Nukem Forever before you encountered a pregnator, the pregnator is a xenozoological curiosity in that the forces of natural selection on this alien's home planet have, in an extraordinary feat of convergent evolution, produced a 6-legged creature that closely resembles a human. It looks like a dick, okay? There, I said it. These Freudian waking nightmares shoot sticky white goo. Who can guess what that resembles? And if you want that precious gamerscore, you'll have to allow yourself to be shot 10 times in this manner. You'll probably have to kill all but one of them and then deliberately hang back and let them bombard you to get the chivo. Pro tip, it helps if you cover your ears and eyes and go la 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 la. Forget the towel, I need some brain bleach. That's the other thing I call brandy and strongbow.
All right, fellas, there's a sniper rifle waiting for you in the top floor of the book depository.
Oh, okay, I see what we're doing here.
Here's some silencers for your weapons so you don't alert the security guards of your presence. And here's some bologna sandwiches. You never know when you're gonna get a hankering for circular meat.
Glenn Quagmire is Family Guy's resident sex pest, and games about guys like him died out with the Leisure Suit Larry series. That, however, doesn't stop Quagmire putting in an appearance in the Family Guy game Back to the Multiverse.
Baby one anal!
Among his various cameos is one on the level No Cheese Please, in which he is to be found dressed as a baby, presumably for sex purposes. That's a thing, right?
I have to warn you, I may spit up all over you.
I see. Now, under any other circumstances, you would get the heck out of here as quickly as possible and not look back or at a pair of Pampers the same way ever again. But if you're hunting for achievements, you stick around to get a good old eyeful of Quagmire there, because you'll need to hang out with him in his hotel room for 30 interminable seconds if you want to unlock the achievement called Pervert.
Wah! Wah! Baby one anal!
Oh sure, Family Guy, I'm the pervert. You're the one who dressed him like that, wrote all that dialogue, and then had Seth MacFarlane record it. Does it make it worse that you're playing as an actual baby when you do this? Or what am I saying? Everything about this makes it worse.
Come on, let's finish this.
Alright, thanks for watching this really gross video. I'm going to drink one of Mike's delicious brain bleaches so I can forget all about it. But before I forget, why don't you watch one of these 2 videos from Outside Extra, up here, they're great, you should check them out, and from Outside Xbox, that's us, down here. Bottoms up.